everyone. So I just wanted to make a quick video about people's doubts about how you can use the law of attraction to manifest money. Because I know that for a long time when I was really, starting to use the law of attraction, and actually for a really long time, like years, I've only really just started believing that you can actually manifest a lot of money using the law of attraction in ways that you would never have thought of. Like before, when I was first learning about the law of attraction, I never thought that you could just make a bunch of money through some other means than your job or winning the lottery. But I see now, I'm really believing now that you can actually make it in so many unusual and strange and just eerie ways that you would never have thought of. Like I've been reading stories about people who, and this actually happened to me. One day I opened my bank account and I had I should have had negative $400 in there, but it was actually only negative 200. And that's not a great example at all, but of how you can manifest money. But think about it like this. I should have had an extra negative $200. Somehow the bank gave me $200 more so that I was less in debt to them, which is still kind of like manifesting money in a way, because I went from a vibration of being really, really in debt to being somewhat less in debt, which is helpful at least. So you have to even be grateful for those kinds of things. Like when you get at least somewhat less in debt, that's better than being $400 in debt, And then I still don't know what happened with the bank. Like, why did I get this extra $200? No one, I didn't get it from my job. It was just like an error by the bank. And I realize now that that's how the law of attraction works to bring you more money. Like, if I had just had a higher vibration at that time when I was really in debt, then say I had $20,000 in my bank account. Maybe that day I could have opened up my bank account and I could have seen an error of an extra $1,000 in there. I see now that the law of attraction can bring you money in things like banking errors, literally. Or I realized I didn't think that it was possible for me anyway to manifest a check in the mail from just some random person that I don't even work for. And yet I've heard stories of people who manifest checks in the mail and it'll come to them in this weird way. Like they get a check from someone they never worked for. This is not a check they're getting from their job. This fucking check comes randomly out of nowhere from some person was saying they got a check from some those trial things where something happens, they made a mistake on your insurance, or you used a product and then they had to compensate everyone for the product not working or hurting people or something. I think someone got a check from something with a cell phone that went wrong. I don't know. And so they got a check for that. And I think it might have been something like that, something like a cell phone. So they got this random check of, I think it was probably a couple $100, I think. Anyway, it was some amount of money. Still, some money is better than no money. And they got a check from some random, court thing that they didn't even know they were a part of. And that's the way that the law of attraction works. In your vortex, that Abraham Hicks talks about, if you don't know who Abraham Hicks is, then type in Abraham Hicks in YouTube and type in Abraham Hicks vortex in YouTube and listen to her videos where she explains what the vortex is. But basically, I'm just going to quickly explain it. The vortex is everything that you've always wanted in your whole life. All the goals, all the dreams, all the desires that you've always wanted are in a giant vortex. And it's an energetic, in nature vortex. So everything that you want has already been created. So all the money you've ever wanted in your whole life is ready for you to get it, but it's in this vortex. And the only way you're gonna get it is if you can be an energetic match to all of the money. So basically you have to be happy, you have to raise your vibration, you have to believe you can get the money, and then you will get the money. So we all have all this money that's stuck in our vortex and it's trying to get to us. And so it's crazy when like these people get this money that comes from all these random places. But the thing is that money was trying to get to them forever. And they finally let it in. They finally let the money get to them. So that's how you have to think about it when you're trying to attract money, is the money can come to you from anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. The money can come to you from places you didn't even know you were getting money from. Your banker might make a mistake. There could be an error in your bank account where they give you an extra couple $1,000 and you're like, this isn't supposed to be in my bank account, but you don't say anything. Don't tell them. Take the money. Like, it's your money because that money is something you manifested. So don't tell anyone, oh, you made a mistake. No, there is no mistake. You manifested that money with your vibration. So take it. Say, thank you, universe. This money must be mine because you gave it to me. That's why if you find $1 in the street, those people that try to like return the dollar, or if you find $100 in the street at a fair or something, right? I remember one time I was at a fair. Some person found $100 on the ground. They gave it back to the cashier that checks you in at the fair. And now I'm thinking, no, they shouldn't have given it back, because even if it feels like someone else lost that money and they're missing out on that money, it's not really actually like that. The person that lost that money, they didn't actually need that money. You know, like, anyway, the point is you attracted the money, so it's yours. Like, everything that happens to us it's happening to us because we attracted it. So take what you've been given. Like, you can't get poor enough for someone else to be richer. It's like people who think, if you have all this money and you hold on to it, you don't help anyone, you're like screwing everyone over. But that's not actually the case. It's like, even if you gave away all of your money to like every poor person on the whole planet, a lot of those people probably wouldn't really be able to keep the money, because all the money that you get is attracted to you by your vibration, right? So that's why a lot of times when people win the lottery, they lose that money very quickly. They spend it all because they're not really a steady vibrational match to the money. So the money just kind of leaves them. They just kind of spend it and they don't think, oh, I need to save some of it. No, they just spend it all. So they don't keep what they attracted for very long a lot of times. And so you can't get poor enough to help every poor person in the world. And I think you should help like poor people and give money to the homeless and give money to poor people. But I'm saying like, if you find like $1 or $100 in the street, just take it, because you attracted it and it's a vibrational universe anyway. And even if you try to give that money back to the person who lost it, they lost it because they attracted it. And so there's nothing that we can really do to help anyone else financially for very long, because if you're not actually a match to the money, then you're not going to keep it anyway. So even if you gave that person their $100 back, they might not even be able to keep it for very long. They might lose it again. You never know. I'm just saying, like, whatever you're given, just take it. And I'm saying, like, that money can come to you from all kinds of crazy places. So don't think that the only way that you're going to get money using the law of attraction is through your job or through a family member giving you money, or you find a cool job that's better, that pays more. That's not the only way that you can get the money. You don't always have to get a job to get the money. Yes, you should get a job because that will help you maintain a high vibration of keeping money flowing in so that you don't feel poor and attract more lack of money. So yes, get a job, but in the meantime, while you're working, remember that you can always attract a lot of money through crazy avenues that you would have never thought of. You could receive a check in the mail from someplace that should not have even given you that check. It was just like an error or something. You could get a check in like an error or something that's like, I didn't even participate in this trial. Like, why are you giving me this money? But just take the money, okay? And like, or you could like look at your bank account one day and have more money in there, and it's like, this is an error, but it's not actually an error because it's your vibration that manifested this error. That's why those errors happen, because money is not actually about money. Money is all about your vibration. However much money you have, it's always about your vibration. And that is why you can attract a lot of money using the law of attraction in crazy ways. Because the money will come to you when you have a high vibration in an unlimited amount of ways. So you don't have to just think it's only going to come through a job. Oh my gosh, what the hell? I just flipped my camera on by accident. So yeah, you don't have to always think the money will come to you through a job. And I think that is a sign that I just messed up my camera, that I should probably end this video. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other crazy ways that you could get money. I mean, someone could just give you a whole bunch of money. You could win the lottery. You could win a scratch-off. You could win the Powerball. Someone could give you things that cost a lot of money. Someone could give you a house. You could meet someone who has lots of money and they just lavishly help you in life. You could receive checks in the mail from all kinds of crazy places that, you know, it might seem like it's an error that you shouldn't be getting this check, but you should be getting that check because, like I said, of your vibration, you attracted all of the checks and all the money. You attracted the happy banking error that gave you more money than you were supposed to have in your bank account. So just even if it seems like it's an error, just take the money and say, thank you, God, thank you, universe, because you deserve that money. Keep that money because it's yours. And also, I just want to say, you should try to donate your money to homeless people and to poor people when you get more money. Don't just hold on to all of your money. I'm not saying it's right or wrong to hold on to your money. I'm not saying it's wrong for like the super rich to hold on to their money. I'm just saying that when you give money generously that you can afford to give, you know, as long as you're taking care of yourself and your family and you have enough money to give away, like, you know, just give away whatever you can. Even if it's only $1, give that money away, because when you give away money, you're actually opening up your crown chakra and I think your heart chakra too. Anyway, it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you raise your vibration and then you attract more money. That's why the more money you give, a lot of times, the more money you receive. So if you can afford to give away money, do it. And that's all I have to say. Bye!